fishing spot in Natland.
What?
I think this is the first time.
In Natlan?
Yes.
Oh, I found like 4. There we go. Yay! I think you're in there too. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. This is. I don't know what's going on today, but I am scattered. Probably because of my headache. What was it? I found that. Give me this. They posted the people for next in Genshin. I know I'm being a traitor. It's gonna be Mavuika and Sitlali. Someone named Lanyan, Arlecchino, and Chlorinde. Or as you like to call her, Chloride.
Chloride.
So
yeah.
I don't have any of those.
Arlecchino is a pretty fun character.
She's very strong.
She hits pretty hard, and I don't even have like her suggested artifacts on her. I'm using a different set than what they recommend, but it works because she does like crits for anywhere between 40 to 60k on like fast attacks too. So I'll take it.
Yeah, that's true. I like the way Chlorinde plays, though.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I haven't had really much chance to.
She kind of plays a bit like Navia does.
Oh yeah, Navia's fun. Navia's a really fun character. I threw wishes in. I wasn't really expecting to get her, but I did, and she's become like one of my favorites to play around with.
Trying to
collect wood from Natland.
Gwenethan wants to know what I should teach people, what she should teach people in her stream, because knowledge monetization, it's not really being used there, right? Is like the trend, and so it's like the choices are: teach Xianzhou culture, teach your doggerel skills. I don't know the definition of that, to be honest, but I'll have to look that up later. Teach catching bullets with bare hands. What is doggerel skills? I'm probably saying it wrong. They always use words that I haven't heard in a while. Right. Verse are words that are badly written or expressed. No. Teach the culture. She had to learn it.
I had a really good, well, I wouldn't call it a really good run, but I had the best run in that stupid war game thing in Genshin today. But I like lost the first 4 battles and I had like 1 life left or something like that, and then I won like every single battle after that, so that was kind of fun.
How long is it running for?
A few days.
Is it running? I hate this system sometimes. There we go. We're not quite going to Penacony. I got wrapped into a different quest that kind of just happened.
No, not quite.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm stuck in this quest with Don Hong.
What is it?
Oh,
but that's okay.
War game. 9 days
left. Are you interested in what happened?
9 days.
There's a cap of 4,000 points, like to get all the rewards, and they only just upped it to 3,000 today, so you gotta wait, like, you could wait a couple more days before bothering to
I don't
complete
know
it.
anything about
Like, maybe on
manufacturing
Sunday or
starskips
something.
either.
Yeah, like when I see you,
But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard.
I could probably do it.
Oh no, I've finished mine.
Oh, you did it all.
Careful.
I got the 2,000. I just have to finish it.
Yeah, they
Stand
increased the
down
limit
and
now
I'll
to
spare you.
3,000, so. Don't! You fuck! Okay, sorry.
Call that
I
defense?
hate this stupid
Never stop
remote.
thinking.
Like, literally just
Time to go on
ran
the
me right
offensive.
off a cliff.
SAS
Yeah, the problem is I don't think it's your remote.
Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and
Or
falsehood.
whatever, the programming behind the remote.
Yeah, because it was an update that caused it.
Sure.
It was so dumb.
Because BMO has it too. And I have it. Just not as bad.
Flaming lance.
My buttons don't respond right. That's why I don't the PS4 controllers, I don't think they ever updated the software in the controller or that you needed to.
Time for the main event.
So
Keep up.
for me,
Tempo.
it doesn't really make any sense
Try harder.
other than to cause this these kinds of issues come up more often. I want to see what this does.
Well, I don't
light,
understand
roaring
how long
flood.
they have to have this, like, if it's a known issue.
Oh, they don't want to admit it though. I think is the problem because if they do, then it could be another situation like what happened with Nintendo with their issue with their Joy-Cons, because at one point they basically have to provide you with a free refund and or repaired one. Because it turns out that through some testing,
Time for the main event.
they found out that the Joy-Cons for the Switch are actually designed to fail after a period of time, and some of the parts are faulty. Oh, that was cool.
No, I'm honestly not surprised considering how bloody expensive PS2 is. But it just boggles my mind, and it's
Careful.
so disgusting.
There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
Oh, I think I'm in
No
a new
need to
area.
worry about the two of us.
Oh no, this is still part of the other area.
Like, why fight things if you don't get any rewards for it? I mean, it's fun and all, but I don't get any rewards for any of these fights.
Tedious. All will be revealed.
Yeah, I want to see what this does. Phew.
In lunar flame.
That is just too much fun.
Call that defense?
Yeah, just hit that guy. Not
Lance up and ready.
particularly tough right now. I have to go fight the stupid thing 2 more times too.
Oh, you
Oh no.
stop.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up with my tempo.
This is so stupid too, because like I'm in an area where like it's literally just all cliff and
Ready
like
to lose
the tiniest
yourself?
strips of land.
Fight it or
I gotta
rock
figure
with it.
there's gotta be some
My
way
music.
to fix it. I just don't know how, other than to go into like your safe mode and then see if we can pull it back a couple updates. I don't know if we can. I don't mind trying. Yeah,
A blade of moonlight.
she just boosted herself. Yeah, go for it.
I'm asking the questions.
Hit him with the book.
I'm on guard. To the finish.
Mediocre.
This song's just for you.
Yeah, why not?
Turn up the volume.
Goodbye. Jeez. I would like this character, please.
Bitch, stop.
She's fun.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. I remember now. I've seen Bai Hung's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't
Oh,
tell.
I'm not gonna make this one.
Hey, I don't read much, but the general forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Starskiff. The author's name was Bai Hung.
That's right. Bai Hung was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and
Let's
ecosystems.
see the lower here, because I got like a blanket I'm sitting on, just because I don't know why I'm sitting on a blanket, but I am. And it's really bothering me because... What, you want this? I mean, you can have it if you want. It's just a blanket.
I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
Indeed. Her luck always
No!
astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission,
But not Megan.
you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of
Like,
some abundance
seriously?
behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines.
It's like, the line was, indeed, her luck always astonished us. All of a sudden, no! Aw. I'm sorry,
Very few
Megan.
star skiffs she
okay.
piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer.
Because she kept crashing them.
She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict
I
future
found the
events,
challenge.
inauspicious ones at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Okay, Jing Liu is like, you know, luck is a type of strength. Well, I don't know what the heck's going on with me, but I'm as strong as a wet noodle. If you look at my luck, it's not good.
Okay.
That's what
That'll
she
do
said.
it.
She's
The
like,
Starskip
well,
assembly
luck
line
is like a
been
kind of
activated.
strength. It's like, have we
The
seen
Starskip
my
will
track
take
record in
shape
these
and head
games
to
for
the
luck?
starport. Let's
It's
go
pretty
wait for
bad.
it there. It won't be long.
Thank you, young man.
Kind of dislike how she speaks very
Remind me
breathy.
which character that one was.
Jing Liu. The one with the moon motif.
Ah,
Ice Lady.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Teacher of Jing Liu. I'm saying it wrong. Jing Yuan. There we go. I'm getting confused.
See, the Starskiff is complete.
After being away from the Luofu for so
Like
long,
the general dude?
Mm-hmm.
I can finally
She's his
say
master.
farewell to you.
Yeah.
So, what happened to Bai Hung in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her. In Bibiter Lunae, do you still remember the battle against Shu Hu?
Did Gan Feng fight alongside you?
Yes, the High Elder was held in higher regard. The Cloud Knights became wary after learning of Dan Feng's imminent arrival. General Tang Xiao called for me to guarantee the safety of the troops. But Bai Heng didn't care about any of that. She believed that the High Elder was mortal and no different from the soldier next to her. You ran a fair share of errands for her when she was still around. Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Bai Heng, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter. She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shuhu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight. We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay.
I don't know what Dragon's Delirium is, but I'm sure I'll find out.
For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in Imbibitor Lune. You couldn't accept that Bai Heng was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never be undone.
This just feels mean now.
There is no need to respond, Imbibitor Lune. Your answer is no longer important. And now, I will send off this star skiff.
Keep thinking that she's just trying to not fall asleep.
You are?
No, the character.
Oh.
'Cause she's all breathy and slow speaking. Trying to sound, I can't even do it, attractive,
I've
but
brought
sucking
your
at it.
flagon. This was a gift handmade
She
by
is
him.
kind of essentially a walking
Though he never got the
corpse-ish.
chance to give it to you in person.
She's
Maybe
not
they're
dead
going
yet.
for that. She's...
Supposedly she has
is,
the...
like, Mora struck,
I'm sorry
you know?
it took so long.
But
for
you
me
don't
to
see
find
it.
Yeah, because they
Only
sealed
by
it
bringing it
or
to
something.
you will my
I don't
nightmares be
remember
calmed.
it completely, but...
Maybe if you could see her eyes, you'd probably be able to tell.
I will fulfill what
That
you
was
asked of me.
fast.
I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky.
Ooh. So it just sounds like she's really pissed off about, like, basically how everything turned out, because it's like a chain of events.
Let's go. The Artisanship Commission is next. Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
Why did she sniff? She's like, but you, no.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Yeah, and I like that one craftsman. He's insane.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Cienjo's incompetence.
Oh yeah, now you're gonna talk about Blade.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group
Good
of
Lord.
outworlders that came to the rescue.
Ouch, burn!
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time.
You are the same
We'll meet up
person
at the
one more
creation
time,
furnace.
Swear to God.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But
It
you
really
and I
is.
haven't
Good
had a
Lord, I
decent
just saved this
contest
chick
in
like a billion
ages.
times. She keeps getting herself locked in a
I
cage
don't
in
plan
one
on
of the
fighting.
areas.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me. Could it be that the abominations here aren't enough to motivate you?
Oh, now we have to fight them, huh? That's what's happening. Thing is that he's not even in the party.
Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's like
Like you never forgot.
Unworthy of my time.
I'm asking the questions.
Get him with the book.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward! This song's just for you. Turn up the volume. That's it. Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said Penacony, but I feel kind of bad now.
Fleeting light, roaring flood.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
A blade of moonlight.
Oh, they might be all toast. Oh yeah, finish him. But I get nothing for this.
Come on already.
Hey, I thought
What took you so
were,
long this time?
I thought you reached Penacony.
I did, but I got stuck in this quest loop.
Don't get anxious, Imbibiter Lune.
Bollocks.
We have
I know.
all the time in the
Because there was a
world.
letter and I gave it to Don Hong.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this kid just left his garbage lying around. Look at this. You learned to clean up.
taste malice in the air.
Oh yeah.
This spear still recognizes you as its master. Imbibiter Lune, do you know who crafted it
God.
for you?
One more day and then I get a
It's
bit of a
been
break
with me
and then
ever since
2
my
more
exile.
days and then, oh, I'm off for a bit.
I don't remember
me
when I
too.
started wielding it.
I have 2 more. I have a day and a half actually.
Yeah, I get
All will be revealed.
Sunday off unless like they're incredibly busy.
In
and there's
lunar
some
flame.
shit
Yep.
overtime, but other than that,
A blade
it's
of
not busy. I
moonlight.
get Sunday off and I work Monday and I work Tuesday.
Do you have answers.
Now, of course, that being
Let's
said,
test your knowledge.
I have to spend my days
Lance
with
up
my
and ready.
time off doing schoolwork.
S.A.S. Perkippy. Knowledge is the measure of all
But,
things.
you know, you
It
have,
reveals
like,
truth
20
and
hours
falsehood.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can portion it out
Fracture.
like to a healthy amount, right?
Yeah, because I still deserve some break.
Next.
That's the thing. Like,
Treat it as a job. Dedicate like 7-8 hours and in segments.
in segments.
Get out.
In segments.
Well, I've got
2 hours,
tomorrow
take
and
a
the
break.
next day,
Yeah.
so I'll focus on
Blade
that
fodder.
first.
Yeah.
At least this doesn't cost my skill points. That's one guy
Yeah,
down.
her attacks are pretty.
Never stop thinking.
Well, it just helps when you have somebody like Dr. Ratio who eats all of your
I'm on
skill
guard.
points to be somewhat useful. Because I hate to say it, but yeah, like you need to use that ability. It doesn't always. He doesn't do a ton of damage, but I didn't build him yet either. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Hardly any of my characters are built right now. I survive on the skin of my teeth.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I just have like 2 main teams, and that's about it. I'm kind of slowly working on.
Nobody has the right materials at all.
Well,
Except for their light cones. I think that's it.
my problem is that I have too many artifacts, and they're gold artifacts, and half of them are useless. But I'm like holding on to them
Stand
'cause I'm
down
a
and I'll
hoarder,
spare you.
And now I can't even do dungeons because like
Fleeting
you have to
light,
be
roaring flood.
But I have to get rid of some of the gold
questions.
ones. But
Let's
again,
test
I
your
don't know what to get
knowledge.
rid of because like who knows what could come in handy down.
Yeah, it's too bad I can't just like. Too bad you can't just be like, here, have
Ready
some
to
of mine,
lose
and be like,
yourself?
sure.
Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all.
I do
Ouch.
see why these games don't allow you to because like people could definitely
Cheat.
undermine the system and like sell it for real money and stuff.
Lance
I don't
ablaze.
think that they're intended.
Flaming lance.
No.
Forward. Pretty good crowd today.
Okay, you're kind of pointless actually, so we're just gonna use you to farm points at this point.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Oh, rip my skin off.
I prefer you not rip your skin off.
Blade of moonlight.
Oh, this hurts so much though. It's not even. It's just gonna get worse tomorrow. I'm so busy.
You have answered. Never stop thinking. Fail.
I just had to wear gloves freaking grooming my
Blade
dogs
fodder.
because I'm just bleeding all over them.
Well, like, I don't know what was going on with me for, like, the entire year
Lance up
since
and ready.
last Christmas. Was my nose, the skin on my nose would peel. For no reason. It just did. It finally stopped. I'm about to die.
Let's test your knowledge.
We're tracking him.
0 points. Next.
And a pillar.
S.A.S. Perkippy. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Well, I think I might have
Tedious.
found her. All of her.
I'm gonna lose her at this rate.
Fail. Get out.
I have no healer on my team right now. I need to do something about this.
Why don't you have a healer?
0 points.
Because they just kind of threw her on my
This
team, and
song's just for you.
I don't know.
Let's rock.
Like, my main character. No!
Never stop thinking.
Stop bringing friends into this fight. Like, seriously,
Get
sir.
out.
Unworthy of my time.
I agree. Okay, I just definitely heard a noise.
A blade of moonlight.
all will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Damn, she is good. She just took them all out.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything.
Okay. I will be right back and leave her on that thought because I heard a crash and I need to check that. And now I hear scrabbling. Be right back. I have never seen a cat have zoomies this long.
You should see my two guys.
She's had them since I came home.
Run back and forth for an hour or more.
Yeah, she's been doing it since, like, on and off since, I think I got home at, like, just before 6.
But you cannot run.
So it's been almost 3
combat,
hours.
Dan Heng. Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibitor Lunay's. Combat is like smelting, purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature.
I'm just checking something there.
Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember? Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
It was Blade. It was Blade. Do 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 do.
I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is worth more than their long and meaningless lives. Yingxing.
Never mind. I don't know who that is.
You still remember his name. When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training.
Unless that is him, but it can't be.
When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword. But he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old. The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder.
It has to be Blade. That must have been his real name. I can't remember it because he did mention it.
At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that astonished the master craftsman. He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master.
I was right.
Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission. He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
Yeah, this is where I start seeing the pattern here, is that's the Xianzhou Alliance. It's kind of I don't want to say racist. Ageist? Is that even a thing? Lifespanist? It's like, if you don't live for hundreds of years, no, you don't get anything. You get treated like a child. It's not like that at all. It wouldn't be like that. That's so crazy. So rude. And yet, they're talking about Blade. I know they are. Let me just check this. Oh, I can't. Can I check this? Characters? I have Blade. Where are you? I'm here. Information. Story. Swordsman. Wait, what? That even means more now. Taste of iron is his limbs were unresponsive. Do you remember? Okay. That just rings a bell. Bridging and reconnecting. No more lesson. Already lost all. Before the sword pierced his body more, he grabbed it with his bare hands and slowly stood up. Do you remember now? He met the woman's blood-red eyes, his mind still empty.
Yeah.
That's her. She did that. Interesting. That's not really black hair, but okay. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. So she tried to kill him? Because she's got blood red eyes.
Who?
This girl. Freaking heck, man. Yes. I need to change up my team.
Yeah, well, she went berserk. So
yeah.
That's why they threw her in jail. Because she was Mora struck.
Yeah. You know what? Let's play the game. I'm going to put Don Hung in here because a lot of stuff does require... And actually put a healer in. And I need a thingamabob.
Thingamabob?
Well, I'm putting it all together because I don't have all of the info, right? So I have to put it together. I need a healing thing. I have to put it all together from snippets because I don't have all of the stuff. And I really don't have the time to read all of the text in this game. There's so much text. I want to.
I know, right? I don't have the time either, unfortunately.
Eventually I will, but it's just not right now. Because I can read quickly. But...
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
No.
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
Dude, she's teasing you.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Who's still alive?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
That had the little child with the mustache.
Huh? Oh,
I don't remember. It's okay.
No, I kind of do, but I don't know. I kind of stumbled on it.
Yeah.
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
It's just weird to see a child like that. It was so strange. I don't know if it's like If it's like he's wearing a disguise or something?
Yeah. From,
Yingxing is still alive?
Of course he's still alive. But he might be better off dead. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads.
yeah, I'm just messing around trying to look for treasure
As
chests. here.
smart as he was,
That's how I stumbled on it.
he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the
I'm
Abundance
almost done
Emanator
my,
to aid Imbibiter Lunae in resurrecting his deceased companion. His stupidity turned him into a
Or, well, not
monster,
almost done.
cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered
Oh,
and
my
became
commissions
the
are done.
evil
Okay,
that he
that's
hated
enough exploring
most.
for tonight.
The
cool dog.
irony.
I can't
For
handle
an old
pressing
friend,
buttons
you
anymore.
don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance.
I'm
Does
not,
that not count?
I'm not having very much luck with this new area as compared to some of the other ones.
For finding things.
Yeah.
What did you
There's
do
a
to
lot
him?
of puzzles.
He
Well,
should have
it's
been
not even just
eternally
the
jailed
puzzles,
in the
like, the
shackling
area
prison for
is
his crimes.
very widespread.
But I gave him
and
a different
I don't even know where
kind
the
of
boundaries
freedom.
are.
I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
We were? No, that was the artisanship. I'm like, what?
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the Abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable, but their devotedness has
Made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the Abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaoshi dead.
Interesting.
It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form.
That's true.
To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So,
And yet there
in
was an
order to
Aeon that was
sever
killed.
Yaoshi's curse, one must look to the source for a different solution. Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the
They,
Mara. She
I
has
don't know if you
traveled
did
many
the
worlds
quest or there was a
and
quest
discovered
for it to
a solution.
get an item. What's it called here? The Boon of the Elder Tree in Genshin,
Mm-hmm.
and it allows you to collect wood without having to smack the trees.
Oh.
But
I-
it had a shitty cooldown time, but they've adjusted it now, so it's much faster.
See, and I never really needed to worry about that because I don't build anything with that yet. And I hit trees all the time.
Oh man, I'm always building stuff, so I use it a lot.
I'll get to it
farm for
eventually,
wood.
just not yet. So she found
I'm
a way
listening.
through.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the
Wanna go
next
forward?
move will have
This
to be
place, I
made
swear
on the
to God, it
Shuling.
reminds me so much of Elden Ring.
On the Shuling.
As I
I kind of
expected.
enjoy it.
Your
Yeah, I haven't
surrender
gotten
is
to that.
just the next step in your scheme.
PSD.
You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shuling
Oh
and
no,
stand
you weren't
before the
supposed to
6
attack
generals,
them, 'cause
even the marshal.
you're weak. Ah,
That
don't
is your
climb.
true
Okay, yeah.
agenda.
Good job killing yourself.
And the purpose of the contents
Not
of
even
your
enjoyable
coffin.
when, like, you can't even control your character properly.
Wasn't she in his coffin?
General.
What?
You said it yourself. This is
I
beyond
don't
your
want to
control.
spoil you as to what was in
It is the law of
his
the
coffin.
Alliance. We cannot.
Yeah, I
deal
don't know
with
yet.
I found out recently.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jing Yuan.
Whoa!
The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Oh, it's Pailu! I like her. She's funny.
Order's already been restored to the Alchemy Commission. Why are we here?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Patience, young man.
What?
We're not far from
The
Scale Gorge
Character keeps
Waterscape.
walking off of edges.
The mission the
Getting me
General
killed.
tasked you with
Stay away
is
from the
about to
edges.
come to an end.
I can't. Everything in this area is edges.
Oh.
It's the new area.
I don't know anything about it. I haven't gotten to it.
Well, when you do get there, you will realize it's all bloody edges. There's like nothing but edges.
Let's talk to Lady Bailu. This'll be cute.
Dunhung, what a surprise! Are you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
I just had a really weird realization and I don't know how I feel about it.
What?
So, if you look at Bailu's feet, they're not right. I'm just gonna double check that in a minute. I'll explain it in a second, but I might have to explain it later, but I'll kind of take a look here, because I think I have her, so
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and I experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise. But who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucent worms so I can take a closer look.
translucent worms.
Your hand! It's freezing! Please wait. Dunhung, can I speak to you for a minute?
Technically, you're not supposed to speak
Your
about
friend
another
here
patient to
has a
somebody
very
else.
Peculiar condition. Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that she...
There's no cure.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis. Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core essay and her veins.
My hands are cold as ice too sometimes. It doesn't mean anything, no. It just means I have bad circulation.
I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
Today's her last day on the Luofu.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her. I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go? I'm sorry. Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here. Tanheng, you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along as well.
No. No trouble at all.
Her box is right there.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
Okay, hold on. Where are you? It just dawned on me, and I should have noticed this from the beginning. Okay, yeah. So, do you have Bailu?
Yes, I do.
Okay. If you look at Bailu's feet, now I know she's a small character, but that shouldn't really cause any issues, because if you look at the other small characters with feet, pretty much everybody has feet, their feet are a normal length. Her feet are not a normal length, and I know what it's representing. And it's not, she's not wearing high-heeled shoes. It's a very traditional old Chinese thing. I won't go into detail on it on the stream because there's a reason for that. But you might know what it is when you see it. But yeah. I didn't even realize that until I saw her standing there, and I was like, wait a second.
I can smell the herbs.
Oh, yeah.
Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
If I can actually select where I want to warp to, that would be nice.
Yeah, just when you get the next chance. Take a look at her.
There's an even bigger monster protecting this
one! I gotta quit playing.
When did so many creatures start visiting the Alchemy Commission?
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my sword freezes everything.
Yeah, I can't really
in its
talk
path.
about it in detail in the stream because of the nature of what it is. Because I don't know what would happen if I did.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant.
Well, this was a good decision, actually.
This sanctuary is but a vision.
I'm not overly confident in my knowledge of Chinese stuff, though, unfortunately.
Oh, if you don't know, then I'll tell you later. Like, I'll maybe send it to you in text or talk to you about it after the stream.
Oh, yeah.
So this is why your hands are so cold!
These are done and
I'm on guard.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance!
I mean, people in the know will know what I'm talking about. People who are not will be like, oh my god, what is she talking about? Ow. Rude. I need to avoid getting its attention on Donphan.
Try harder. Sword War. All will be.
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand.
In lunar flame.
If I'm not careful, she's gonna go down. Ow!
The end of it.
And she did.
I like the shortest character.
Nap time.
Yeah, she's the shortest character, but look at the length of the feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll you don't know, I don't think you know what I'm talking about. I'll explain it later.
Though, too, Hook also has like really, really tiny feet, despite her having really, really big boots.
Okay, but boob to foot ratio is not the same thing.
Just a little
No.
something.
Boots.
Oh, boots.
Think nothing of it.
I was gonna say that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that does make sense. But I'll show you a picture of it later
Time for a shot.
Yeah.
because that'll make a lot more sense.
Savor the vigor of life.
Defend the
I
weak.
should have been doing this from the beginning.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Smallest characters.
Yeah, I'll take a look at Hook, but I don't think it's quite the same.
Yeah, like because Hook is wearing such big boots, like it doesn't seem like her feet are that small, but they are tiny here to take them off.
No.
Clara is also one of the more shorter characters. She's wearing bare feet, so
Yeah,
she's
but her
got
feet are
regular
normal.
human feet.
Human feet?
Nap time.
I mean, technically everybody else should have human feet too, but that's a different issue.
Indestructible. Lance
No.
ablaze.
Her
Nobody-
favorite sound is kind of funny.
Is there anybody at all in the game that's not
Forward!
humanish? Human-shaped?
It's too late to repent.
Well, there's some characters coming up in Penacony soon.
But they're not playable.
Yeah, there's no characters in your Genshin or this one that doesn't have some sort of human shape. And maybe some ears tacked on or a tail here and there.
Naughty children, don't listen. You're in bad shape.
I hate the monkey because I can't do proper
Defend the
attacks.
weak.
Oh, wow. You also got normal feet. You're just my favorite looking character. I love your design.
Ooh.
Bei Shao. There's just something, I'm just very biased. I really like white hair and like the blue color scheme.
Hmm.
So that's me though.
Haha.
Time
Monkey
for a
tired.
shot. All better now?
Fix my
Nice.
defender. Fix the rest of us.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Do you have a
Nice
hook?
teamwork.
Yeah.
Lance up
Oh yeah, I have Hook for sure. That was like one of the first
Fracture.
characters I got.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance.
Hook and Bailu, actually. When I got Bailu, everybody was like, oh my god! And I was like, who? Because I hadn't been to the Laofu yet.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Which one did you get?
When I got, Bailu.
Oh yeah.
And I had no idea.
You were like, what?
And I still haven't used her yet, because I still use Natasha all the time.
Yeah. I have 3 3 backup healers now because elemental compatibility with my team and whatnot, and the perks that they give
Step
to
aside.
the team.
I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Like, I have one of the characters from
The
Penacony.
truth of life and death,
I don't know if you
revealed
have
in an
this
instant.
4-star
This
or not yet.
sanctuary is but a
Yowler.
vision.
No, I don't have him. I only have Misha.
Misha. Okay. He's a
Indestructible.
pretty good healer for one of my teams that focuses on what's it called? Like breaking, whatever you call it, weakness breaking them. Because his skills.
Clemency?
boost
Never
that.
heard of it.
He's a fun
Sometimes
healer for
Don Hong's spear skills really bother me.
Here comes the medicine.
I'm just watching.
Spearing, probably.
There's one movement every time I watch it. Not in Bybiter, just Don Hong.
Yeah.
I just gotta wait and see.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Like, that's fine.
Naughty children, don't listen. You're in
Of course, I
bad
can't do this properly, but whatever.
Defend the weak. Lance ablaze.
Alright, the monkey right now is taking me forever because I'm missing the what's-her-face because she went and kicked the bucket. Monkey smash.
The time is now.
This is why I don't like fighting against also the big giant automaton. Ow!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Oh, I can heal in between. That's great.
Just a little something.
Finally.
Think nothing of it.
Don't worry about me.
Lance at the ready.
Don Hong, stop being dramatic.
Indestructible.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Okay, here we go. Then I can attack freely. And heal.
Step aside. I have no The truth of life and death.
I just forgot to watch it. I'm looking at it while he does it, and I forgot to actually watch what he was doing. That's bugging me.
Nice teamwork. Defend the weak.
Clemency? Never heard of it. The time is now.
I also just realized that Don Hong's spear is actually very short. Gorilla roars. Rawr.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward.
I just broke his shield again. Nope, you're gonna go defensive. Sorry.
Indestructible.
Step aside.
I get a new ability, I think, in Penacony as well, right?
Yeah, towards the end of the quest line, though.
Oh, that's gonna take me forever.
It takes a while. It takes a while.
Defend the weak.
Get it for the Trailblazer, if that's what you mean.
The time is now.
It's okay, we'll get there. If anything, I do keep going. I don't give up. I can't wait to have my weekends back, though.
Here comes the medicine.
Hey, kitten.
Nice teamwork.
Are you,
Just in time.
Are you done racing around?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Yeah, I think it's that one attack he does where it's like kind of behind his back.
Indestructible.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
I'm just checking on you. No need to be paranoid.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
All because one character went down. I'd be done this by now.
Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of life.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
You're in bad shape.
Indestructible.
Just keeping its attention. Soon. We would have totally had this if it wasn't for the weird mistake I made.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Well, I totally forgot to use my Trailblazer as, like, the defender.
All better now?
Nice teamwork.
And that's why I lost basically my mission main character.
Lance at the ready. Defend the weak.
Don Hun gets more.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance.
Might do it.
Forward.
Take it down. Oh, so close. You're under my chair, are you?
The time is now. The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Well, I'm all zappy now. Or you're zappy, really.
Nap time.
Oh man, I would laugh if Natasha beat it. Punch me, thank you.
Naughty children, you're in bad shape.
Beaten by Natasha.
Alright, let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long.
I killed Jingliu.
Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Valerian does calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Law Fu, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit. And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes, and plenty of unfinished business.
That's kind of...
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence. All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy. By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment. And the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosia Arbor crisis.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression.
Eh?
He
What are you
also
doing?
carries a crude sword with him at all times.
Let's see. Oh,
Have you
look,
seen
look a lot.
someone like that, Dragon
Are you
Lady?
playing Minecraft?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm in Honkai. I'm just listening to all the voices.
Oh.
My hands hurt too much to
Yes!
really play.
Someone came by today that matches that description. He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood. Though, from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
He's probably looking for a different kind of medicine.
Yeah, he's probably looking for you.
Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend.
Ew, this is gonna be interesting. I cannot get away from the Luofu.
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years.
Aren't there people missing from the quintet?
If I remember correctly,
Yeah, 5, right.
the
1
five
died.
of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me.
Lost to Megan.
This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell.
It's just annoying me a little bit because it's like all about you.
Of 5
Jing Liu.
people, 3 must pay a price.
Well, I think 1. They all paid already except for 1.
Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen.
Okay, and then he got stripped of everything, thrown into a cycle, still stripped of everything even after that when he doesn't even remember, and treated like a criminal even then. I feel like he's kind of paid.
Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious. use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination.
And is still currently suffering from that whole effect. So, technically, he's paying the price.
As for Jing Liu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath.
And you're about to pay your price.
Now it is time we pay for what we have done.
No, you.
Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom.
Although technically the dragon species are immortal. So unless he's murdered.
Blade. What a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death.
Which he also felt millions of times.
Pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets.
Okay, but that's what he's doing.
And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price.
Death. Sort of.
That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet. Wow. It is time to say goodbye.
So wait.
Huh?
She said there's 5. How is Jing Yuan part of this?
He's the general of the Lao Fu.
Was he part of the quintet then?
Yes, he was.
Okay, he's just the most...
Blade, him, Blade, Jing Liu,
and that other person who died.
And the person who died.
Right.
And Dan Heng.
So apparently he's the innocent one.
Well, he is, technically.
Yeah, because he didn't do
did
anything.
The storyline, right?
Yeah.
Like, he essentially is like a brand new person, but who unfortunately inherited some of the memories because they effed with his rebirth process.
Yeah, Dan Heng, but what about Jing Yuan? What did he do?
Yeah, he also wasn't part of. The only 2 people who tried to revive that girl who died was
Jing Liu.
No.
Oh.
No, Jing Liu didn't have anything to do
with it.
Imbibitor. But it was Imbibitor, what's his face? Horny boy. And Blade. And Blade got he got cursed trying to do it and infected by Mara.
Right, and then she got upset, I guess, is what really happened, all her regrets.
No, but she also got infected by Mara.
Well, no, I know, but that's how it works, right?
And then she was imprisoned, and now she's like goes around blindfolded.
Any super emotional event, essentially / a ton of emotional memories can cause that, right? So, but I'm just wondering what Jing Yuan did this whole time, because I haven't said anything. Like, he's just there. Maybe
he was part of the quintet, but he became the general, right? So like, he had other responsibilities and had to like let go of everything.
So maybe that's the other side of it. He's the witness to all of this, really.
Yeah, kind of.
That's kind of funny to me, though.
And his master was what's Jing Liu?
Yes. Oh, I guess that makes even more sense now. Blade just looked at me coldly. Wow. Where is Dan Heng, though, in this whole thing? Like, those 2 are talking.
I do wish they had, like, this a little bit more, like, you know, where you can read read a little bit more coherently instead of in like broken story segments.
Right, which is what's making it so hard to follow. Because I'm behind as well. Like, I'm trying to... What are you doing at my feet? Meow.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness.
Did you put a ball on your feet?
What a depressing
Where's your toy?
reunion.
Where's your toy?
Jing Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
Okay, so she wants to go to the Shuling, and whatchamacallit wants to go to the Shuling as well.
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi.
He's smart.
I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case.
Yao Guang
They
of
set up a
Yuchi.
Deca light reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the two of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others.
That's what you say to your student. It's basically like, you haven't changed. You're such an ass. You're trying to ruin my plan.
But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords
The
of
sound of someone
mortals
playing
are
with their cat.
incapable of killing someone
Yeah,
with
sorry.
the flesh of an emanator.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
He wants her to try to kill him. That's interesting.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw
guys
against an
following me?
opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Sorry, got my headphones
Savor
on.
the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death.
Oh my god, that sounded like something just shattered.
Yeah, I dropped my parents' car keys.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did you break? Oh, here's a cutscene.
We were here once.
Ooh, it's a cool one.
700 years ago.
I like this one.
Dude, your sword didn't even look like it was in a sheath.
Sparring and thinking about the future.
They're like two
Their
opposites.
faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer, which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again?
Wow. Jing Yuan doesn't look any different, but the others do.
Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away, like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
I have to admit, these games are really good at doing breathing. I did notice that.
Like breathing what?
Like the characters breathe, like you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I can only talk to her.
Imbibitor Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
Once this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibitor Lunae.
Dunhung, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today. I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler.
Aha, I have summoned the cat.
I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. will we fall out the way you guys did?
Okay, so the kid, Yanqing, is like, I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did? And then Don Hung's answer is, I have to go. Like, dude.
Goodbye for now, Don Hung. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
Like, that just seems strange to me. Let's see what's gonna come next.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it.
Cut your head off? Is that what you're looking for? Probably.
We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
What are you doing with my chair every time?
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
Or maybe they could become friends? Again? That'd be weird. Alright, he's just gonna be like, yeah, I'll just take everybody away, blah blah blah.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another. Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth.
I have to go.
Yes. It has been a long day for you, Don Hung.
Is it done now?
Yeah, all the new stuff isn't voiced.
Done. There we go. Finished. Okay, now I can go and do the other stuff. Oh my god. I cannot get away from the Lofu. Okay.
What?
I can't get away from the Lofu?
Oh yeah, there's like, they added so much. There's like billions of quests now.
Oh, it's because I think everybody liked the Lofu. Alright. What I need to do... I think that's where we were. Now I can finally go here. And of course I've got to like level up my world and stuff, but
Where to now?
Finally, look, Penacony.
Even if we... Hey, what's the big gathering at the concierge about? We've just arrived and there's already drama?
What's this? Guests have different views of which family lineage the totem refers to. Three-leaf clover, the crown, the symbol of the alfalfa family. Ooh. While others say that the line's center represent the oak family. Don't see that, but, well, I guess I kinda do. The oak part. What outsiders could never understand is that the 5 major lineages of Penacony are actually one and the same. Hence, the family? Is that what they called them?
Yep.
So what, 5? So there's a swirly thing. The thing that looks like a nut. Yeah, maybe. Interesting.
Welcome to the Reverie. May you have an unforgettable holiday.
Should you need assistance with moving your luggage to your room, feel free to contact me. Yeah, it is. The Reverie does not only provide accommodation for its guests, it is also connected to both Penacony's reality and dreamscape. Guests from all over the cosmos come here to immerse themselves in a marvelous, dreamy journey.
So you could, like, be in a dreamscape and not move at all.
A good question. Maybe not all dreams are false. Well, at least the ones in Penacony aren't. Or perhaps should I say they are... another reality?
Like an augmented reality?
The hotel's dream pool provides a comfortable dream experience, so don't you worry about that.
I also heard, though, that this is quite the ride, this quest line.
It's really long.
Are you asking?
And that there's some, like, shocking moments.
Well, it's not too bad. Many guests come and go, and I get to hear all about their adventures. You'll know what I mean when you enter a dream. Penacony will not disappoint.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yes, this hotel is Penacony in real life, and Penacony in the dream is a place where miracles are born. A land of lavish joy, a grand banquet where the curtains never fall.
You're grinding some as well? Well, I'm catching up. Then again, I don't think the grind in this game ever ends. I still haven't finished, like, building my characters at all. Actually, according to my friends, I haven't built any of my characters whatsoever. Isn't that right, Megan? Nobody has any of the right artifacts. I'm working on it.
It's hard to describe its magnificence.
You don't really need it until you get, like, into the endgame stuff anyway.
In any case, you will surely be awed.
It still helps for you to get the gems, though.
Yes.
You could beat the...
If only I could beat the, It's an acid trip, that's what I heard too. If only I could beat the RNG, though.
Ah, you are well informed indeed. It is an opportunity provided by the family, and a tradition on the planet of festivities. Everyone gathers in the hall, reveling in merriment, pursuing opportunities, staking all they have on one desperate gamble. And finally, their dreams become reality.
This kid should run their commercials.
May you have a pleasant stay in Penacony.
He's so excited. Let's see what happens up here.
I'm sorry, but your name really isn't in the system.
You did do that, yeah. I actually have more in Genshin than I do in Honkai, but I don't have as much time as I usually normally would, but I make do. See what happens here.
But in the information I received from the Astral Express, it states that we already reserved rooms. Please, check again for me.
I feel like if Himiko doesn't get what she wants, things don't go well.
Yes, ma'am. Please give me a moment. The Astral Express, 4 platinum guest rooms, whose names include Mr. Welt Yang, Miss Himiko, Miss March 7th, and Mr. Don Hung. These are the only 4 names on the reservation list.
I guess I'll be Mr. Don Hung. A week. Wow. And Mr. Don Hung. Oh, I can't do that. I don't.
Yes, your name isn't on the hotel's reservation list.
Mm-hmm. I'll just be Mr. Don Hung.
I understand. No wonder our friend's name here is missing. When we responded to the family's invitation, she hadn't even arrived on the express. Something came up in Don Hung's schedule, and he couldn't make it. I have an idea. Could you reassign his room? It's still the same number of people.
She's a new passenger aboard our Astral Express. We can vouch for her status.
Okay, yeah, I've been playing it since it came out on the PlayStation. So, but I only get like maybe a couple hours a day. And then I had a couple other games that I got sucked into. As for all of us. We usually do that. So yeah, that makes sense. I can see people sinking 10 plus hours straight into this when they start. There wasn't that much when I first started. But that being said, I felt like I was in Bellabog for so long, and then I think I almost spent the rest of the entire year pretty much on the LeFou. I could not get off the LeFou.
Even if that is so, I'm afraid... No, I'm not doubting your status. It's just...
Well, it's just that right now, we're on the eve of the Charmony Festival. Penacony's most important moment of
It's adventuring with his bizarro...
And with the family's invite, all guests from
chest
all
window
over the cosmos
thing?
have thronged this
What do you call it?
Chest window. Exactly it.
It's a little weird.
The spade.
Oh, okay, yeah, was it Zaneless Zero? Zoneless Zero? I know it, but that one didn't interest me as much. I don't know why.
Probably because we're already into, like, gacha games with Genshin and this one.
Zenless Zone Zero. There we go, I put them both together, that's why. Yeah. Thank you. I know of it. I've seen lots about it, but unfortunately, like my friend in my chat said, we were already deep in 2. But I mean, it's the same for you with those two, so it's kind of the same problem. And then Withering Waves is coming out on the 2nd, so it's probably gonna be another one I'm gonna sink into because I kind of like that aesthetic. So that's gonna be interesting. Although I hear the animations were really good, so...
Well, hotel security is on high alert with zero room for error. And with such a last-minute change, it really isn't something that this young lady's words can resolve on a whim. My esteemed guests from the Astral Express, please do not make it harder for her.
That being said, I probably would try it, but not until I catch up. Now that I think about it. I have to see more about it. You're gonna get stuck between 3. I think for me it was like the modern city aesthetic of Zenless Zero. I'm just gonna say Zenless Zero is very much not my thing typically. So, because I don't think it has much of the exploration kind of element to it. Neither does Honkai in the same way as Genshin does, but that was kind of what I was going for. But yeah, all of us are gonna get stuck in a bunch of these gacha games. But it's because they have good story. And nowadays, a lot of those AAA games out there that you pay like, I mean, here we pay almost $100 for. They have like a week of story. This is like, I've been playing this game for what, almost 2 years now? Has it been out for 2 years? And I haven't run out of content.
We're sorry for all the trouble our check-in seems to have caused. Might I ask for your name?
I am the humble aventurine of the IPC's Strategic Investment Department, a non-performing asset liquidation specialist and subordinate to Supervisor Diamond. I was cordially invited by the Watchmaker.
It doesn't get old. Yep. Exactly. I'm waiting for Himiko to have like a vein pop out of her head whenever you hear IPC.
I also happen to be a traveler that's had to stand behind you for quite a while.
So I will chat with you later.
Yep. No worries. Have a good sleep, because I know you're still working tomorrow.
Yep.
Have fun. Ding. He's being snarky.
Leave it to me.
There you go.
I've heard that the IPC has also received Penacony's invitation, so forgive me if I'm mistaken, but you must be the representative. The IPC's elite certainly does have an extraordinary air about them. I suppose such an exceptional figure such as yourself wouldn't mind paving a convenience for us?
I must be hearing things. Paving a convenience? Shouldn't I be saying this to you instead?
They go up really quickly. I got up to 60. And I still don't know how I got up to 60, considering that I haven't got all that much done, other than some story. So, it won't take you long to get farther up. I don't even know what the cap is, to be honest, because it keeps going up, and I never get there. Unless I'm finally there. I don't think so. No, I'm not there. It's still going. I should check that.
I've been waiting here for more than 10 minutes. Do you know how many credits 10 minutes is worth to me?
Joke's on him, technically. They've been standing there since Wednesday night.
It must be an inordinate number, which is why now, Mr. Aventurine, I have an investment that you absolutely cannot miss out on.
Oh boy.
The IPC's influence runs deep and wide, and their word wields the utmost authority. We hope to borrow your status to vouch for her.
Is it 80 now? Oh, that won't take me long to get to then.
As such, you won't just be sparing much of your invaluable time, but also forging new friendships.
Well, this is interesting. And how will my new friends benefit me?
Right now, I want to smack him.
Now this is a topic very much worth getting into. Just as we are guests of the Watchmaker, why don't we make ourselves comfortable in Penacony before getting to know each other more elaborately?
Sounds good. But, Miss Navigator, I must point out that...
I like how everyone else is standing around being like, let's watch the show.
If I do something about it now, the time saved is from my own effort, not a favor from you all.
Wow.
But, what you said in the second half, I loved it. Friends, yes, nothing is more precious than friends. Especially a righteous trailblazer like a Nameless. Going forward on this Penacony trip, I'll be counting on all my trailblazer friends here. Looking forward to a delightful time with you all.
Well, the way he said trailblazer sounded very sour.
I'm glad you've put it this way. So about the vouching...
There you go, miss. Please allow her to check in on my account. I have an appointment with the family's Mr. Sunday. I will ask him to handle this matter later. Don't worry. I won't cause you any trouble.
Okay.
But...
Ali, just a moment.
You don't like his guts? Okay, I'll find out.
The family cannot allow guests to enter a dream while bearing burdens.
Oh, speak of the devil, look who's here. It's Sunday, the most handsome man in Penacony.
Okay,
Along
suck
with
up.
a singer renowned across the universe, Robin.
He said you were the most dashing person in Penacony. How interesting.
Interesting.
I've kept you waiting, Mr. Aventurine. This way, please. Let us speak in private.
Astral Express guests, please come this way and rest your feet.
I'm feeling...
What? You're...
Okay, so I'm in the same situation as... Yeah, I've heard that too. There's like... They actually did like an actual album with the character and her voice. I'm sure we'll find out.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, but are you... The singer, Epsilon Superstar? If I can stop one heart from breaking, that's your song, isn't it?
I never thought a cutie like yourself would be a fan of mine.
Oh, it really is, Robin. To run into her in person here.
I did hear that with Adventuring, it's like either people love him or they hate him. There's no in between.
It is an honor to meet everyone.
Are you also a member of the family on Penacony like him?
Truth be told, I am a guest like everyone. Penacony is my hometown, but I left when I was older. I was graciously invited this time to return and sing a song at the Charmony Festival.
Her voice is super familiar to me too.
The person you speak of is Sunday, my senior, and one of the local leaders at Penacony. He is also the organizer of this era's Charmony Festival. He heard you all ran into some difficulties, and sent me here to provide aid. Alas, I arrived a little later than usual. I sincerely apologize for any unpleasantness during your stay.
Why does her voice sound weird suddenly?
Please, be at ease. I have instructed Miss Allie to resolve the system error as soon as possible. I have also upgraded your rooms as token compensation. Please wait a moment for the hotel to arrange for suitable accommodation.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to... I saw the story trailer about that one. That's gonna be fun. Because I remember when that happened and... like what happened to Ting Yun, and I couldn't believe they did that, actually. I was kind of, like, my face was, like, complete shock. And to see them bring the character back as the character's actual persona is kind of cool. So I want to see that.
Mr. Aventurine has an appointment with the Oak
Wow,
family
he's short.
and has checked in prior.
I didn't realize that until now.
On his behalf, I extend his apologies to everyone of the Astral Express and wish for an amicable partnership moving forward.
Thank you for stepping in to resolve this matter. But are you sure about the rooms? I wouldn't want your other guests to feel we were being given preferential treatment.
Please, rest assured that the family will personally undertake communications to handle this. It is only right that we, as the actual administrators, relieve you of any problems during your visit in Penacony. I apologize for taking up everyone's precious time, and we shan't keep you any longer. If you need anything else while in Penacony, the family stands ready to serve.
Yeah. I mean, she was one of the more interesting ones. I think I got more annoyed with the Ting Yun character we got because she just kept saying benefactor and it just got annoying. But that might go away, so we'll see.
May your dreams be beautiful and pleasant.
What is wrong with your voice?
It's just one surprise after another. But since that Mr... which day was he? Sunday. Since Mr. Sunday's vouched for us, I guess we can finally check in normally?
This is ironic coming from March 7th.
How does the saying go? Trouble comes in pairs?
There's also the saying, from misfortune comes bliss. Okay, there's no queue in the lobby now. Let's go find Miss Allie.
Poor Allie. She's just a normal person trying to do her normal person job.
Astral Express, your check-in procedure is complete. Please forgive us for any previous inconvenience caused. This is your Dreamscape Pass. It serves as your hotel room key. as well as a directory of all the amenities and information you require at the Reverie. It even provides smart assistants. At the same time, it is also Penacony's special, one-of-a-kind souvenir that belongs only to you. You can use the Dreamscape Pass's provided clock-in feature to record every moment of your wonderful dream. Save your favorite happy bits and create a Dreamscape scrapbook that is uniquely yours.
It was all over the story trailer too, right? So, yeah, we'll see.
Regarding the method of usage,
I like her new design,
Dreamscape
though.
Pass will guide you through the process. I wish you all pleasant dreams in Penacony. You may take the elevator over there to reach your guest rooms.
All right, let's move out.
Alright, so what you do when you go to a new hotel is you go to your hotel room and you push all the buttons. It's up there. Okay. One Penacony from the moment you set. Okay. Only sweet nectar and melodious tunes await you ahead. Oh boy. I have a feeling it's not going to be this wonderful. Okay. This is like their... Before you officially enter the dream using the dream pool, please make sure that you've already read the dream advisory. Okay, this is going to be fun. Maintain a calm mind. I'm not good at that. Intense and emotional fluctuations may cause unexpected sensations when entering the dream, such as the sensation of falling, weightlessness, or pain. Don't know if anybody's ever had that falling feeling. I've actually had it where it feels like you actually do hit something. 2. Please enter the dream lying on your back. Please do not attempt to enter the dream while facing down, kneeling, or in other positions. This will minimize the risk of drowning. I feel like you should not try to enter the dreamscape while in the bathtub. Might be better said. Please do not ingest any hypnotics beforehand. I feel like you wouldn't need that. The dreaming fluid in the dream pool is already a fast-acting sedative. It does not need external pharmaceutical assistance. I guess if you wanted a dream where you were high, that wouldn't be a problem. If you cannot enter the dream despite having soaked in the liquid for a long time, please contact the hotel staff. Something's wrong with you. Please do not enter the dream naked. Your initial appearance in the dreamscape is the same as how you enter it. But some people might like that. In order to not startle other visitors, please enter the dream only after you have ensured that you are appropriately dressed. Drowning in fluid is a no-go. No, because you can't breathe. Thank you. I haven't gone that far. Please stop blinking. Thingy. Okay. 5. Please do not assume the identity of another individual. Identity theft is a problem. Don't do it. The family respects every guest's identity and privacy. Please do not impersonate, attack, that goes without saying, or defame other guests in the dream. What if that was your dream, though? Just saying. Okay, and then they're just like, have happy dreams. During his present period, the Reverie Hotel in the Golden Hour Dreamscape is undergoing renovations. If you opt to enter the Golden Hour, you will still wake up in the hotel in the dreamscape. However, you will be unable to leave the room and cannot use the hotel's regular services. We have designated a temporary process to enter the dream for guests so that you may successfully land in the Golden Hour. Okay. What's this one? The start of this adventure does not take place upon white sheets of snow. Okay. Speaking of, it appears as one. Okay, what? Select and record your current feelings or your opinion about the story. What kind of trip? I feel like I'm missing some text here. I mean, if it was me, I'd be like, sleep the day away within the room. But that's because I work all the time and do schoolwork all the time. Straight toward local tourist destinations. Follow the passing currents of other pedestrians. I mean, I would do this. You can decorate the pages of your handbook with collected stickers. Okay. During your exploration, you will come across various stickers for collection. This is interesting. I'm a little confused. Use these stickers to decorate your Dreamscape Pass handbook pages. And I can just, like, stick him anywhere? I see. Resize. I mean, we first met him. I don't know, I'm not really being particular here. I mean, she seems really nice. Have a Penacony's weird. This is fair. And then Sunday. Well, I feel like these two go together somehow. So far. She's kind of like his wing woman. And yeah, there's something going on there. Okay. I guess I'll just run theories on it, probably, as I play. Okay. R3. L3. Thank you. I know what that is. Oh, I see. No, I don't need to do that, but thank you. What? Did I not do something? Is there any other stickers? Illustrated sticker. Okay. No, I only have 3 out of 13. I think that's it. Okay. But they are to each other in each story. What does Dennis have to say? Such a name, Dennis. Let's see. Needs and resolve issues. Apparently he's giving me his job description. Giovanna. That's a new one. A dream nurse. Cody? Cody? Hating Sunday, but I came to like him in the end. Apparently that's a thing too. I also read this from some other people who've been playing. That was really weird. Alright. Okay, I've learned from my time playing on the low food that I should probably just follow the cursor first. Oh, 1 second. Just a moment, because everyone else that I know is asleep or working still, so most of my mods are away right now.
Noise.
Well, that's weird. That's new. They keep making updates to Twitch, and it's really confusing. I gotta finish my schoolwork so I can finish all this stuff, so I can actually read up on it all.
Penacony transformed the dreamscape into a majestic metropolis. What exactly would that look like? Oh, I can't wait!
Well, they did mention that this was a prison, too. I mean, it looks like a metropolis now, but... yeah, I can imagine that being pretty terrifying. Oh, is that a chest? So is.
I'll never get enough sleep at this rate.
That was cool. Is there more down this way? Oh my god, does this go on forever or does it eventually end? It does. And Twitch can be weird. Yeah, they keep adding things, which is really weird. And they'll be like, oh yeah, we just added all these things that you can do in your stream. And I was like, you guys just added all this after I just started? Which is like, is it 2 years ago now? I think, no, 2 or 3 now.
Our rooms are down this way.
But yeah, like they added
This is a long
tons
hallway.
recently, like the past
Is
year.
it just me, or is this hotel too big for its own good?
Yeah, I agree with that. And yet, you see everybody from every walk of life, but they all kind of look like they're all from the same place. Although they kind of, that lady looks like she's from Bellabog, which is odd. Whoa, treasure.
Is that all?
Clock credits. Can I go into these? No. Oh, I can. What? No, I can't. Somebody's writing a book. Or a hatred letter. A flaming letter. Furiously torn to scraps, each tear done with what feels like frenzied hatred. Hatred. I can read, but my brain's going too fast. I'm repeating something to themselves. All work and no play. Make the smart child stupid. I'm sorry, that was too loud. I like that. As a university student, I love that. I can read, but I can't speak. Now, apparently, I can't do both at the same time. Actually, sometimes I can't, but that's a different issue.
Quit giving me the stink eye!
Is that how you're gonna talk to your parent? Or is that like your nanny? I hear a noise. That is not... There it is. Yeah, I technically can't raise my level anymore. Holy shit, you're adorable. Dr. Blues? When she talks back all the time. My parents made sure that if we did do that, we'd regret it. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. They weren't, like, terrible parents or anything. My parents were great. But I definitely appreciate the kids that are very polite. And learn that that kind of speaking isn't very good. Very quickly. I believe one of my mistakes was telling my mom when I got in trouble that she can't catch me. Yes, she can. Yes, she can. Ooh. Look at this. This is what we get. The VIP lounge. Nice. No, jazz music. It's not really my thing, but okay.
We're finally here. Let's all head to our rooms first and put down our bags.
There's a very ugly parrot painting in the background.
Well, how about a drink first? Penacony's Soul Glad is very famous.
Depends on how old your sister is, too. I mean, I would say that now. My mother treated me differently. I'm better not talk back, but they... Yeah, okay, so I have lived exactly what you're living, because my sister is 14 years younger than me. And my observation was that growing up, my parents had a lot more energy. They didn't have as much with my sister. So it was kind of like, although they were consistent, but the times were different too, right? Like you think about like the kids nowadays, there's a difference in the generations. It's a completely different generation, right? So it's so complicated to even like look at, okay, what's the difference? But like, yeah, like my sister, she's now in her like mid 20s, so I'm aging myself here. But it's okay because I don't look my own age, so it's okay. She doesn't have, and this is by no means the fault of my parents. They've tried, but she doesn't have those specific life skills that I grew up with to help her navigate the world right now. She just does not, and most of them don't, unfortunately. But it's because of the way things have ended up being. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I lived it. Maybe just sooner.
Go on. We may be thinking of the same thing.
4, 5, 6, and 12. Yeah. I'm the oldest as well. My brother is actually the middle, but technically was the youngest for like the longest time. I think he could never let go of that. when he became the middle child. I'm also out of all of the kids, I was the more outgoing. Like I didn't cling like the others did, so it's a little different. Maybe that's the older kid thing, I don't know. Like the first kid tends to maybe jump out of the nest a little bit more readily. Because we want to get away from our siblings.
Do you remember the invite that the Express received?
The family's esteemed guests are cordially invited to Penacony to participate in our grand celebration. That's why we're here in the first place.
You recall correctly, but there was more to this invite. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
So they want us to find the legacy of the Watchmaker to answer the question. Okay. Interesting. Clingy as all heck. She sometimes won't leave me alone. Yeah, it doesn't go away. Have you ever had the situation where you guys are all in the room and you all revert into like your sibling younger selves essentially? And your parents are sitting there being like, why can't you guys behave like adults? Because that's happened. Suddenly I go back down to like whatever age, like a year older than my sister or something, and start picking on her. She picks on me pretty bad too, though. I'll give her that.
I don't remember that part of the invite. You mean there was a hidden message?
No, why can't you guys act your own age? That's what I've been hearing a lot of.
This is the part that intrigues me. The invite sent by the family was nothing more than a music box that, when wound, would play an accompanying tune. But the box that was sent to us was slightly unusual. The music it played had off-key notes in the background.
Mm-hmm. And Robin's voice sounded funny too, but I don't know if that was supposed to be there.
I recorded these dissonant notes, and they were a perfect match with the gravity wave frequency when the Express made its warp jump. Also, the Express engine's spatial curvature was its encryption key.
A distress call method regularly used by the Nameless.
Dun dun dun. We were called for help. We never get to have a vacation. It sounds like my life in a way.
From the execution itself, the Riddlers or Inquisition spirits could have done this themselves.
I actually got a week off from work, and what ended up happening was I got sick with COVID. Recently. Before that, it was I dislocated my shoulder. Then I needed surgery. Then I got COVID. Vacations never pan out. I remember the day we met up again, and it was like we at each other for just joking. Yeah, exactly, right? No, it doesn't go away. It never goes away. You could be like 50 and still be like that. Absolutely. That's what I think is so fun. We forget that, you know, like there's no rules to being an adult. We made those up.
When did you discover this?
When we were handling that
You don't lose that
I told Pom Pom about it first thing.
That child side, you know?
It's no wonder that IPC Ambassador also mentioned this watchmaker. The invite he received must also have contained a hidden message, and it seems like he decoded it.
I wonder if adventuring's that smart.
There's something else on my mind. When the invite was brought up, that family leader mentioned being one of the actual administrators of Penacony, and that it was their duty to relieve us of any problems. In hindsight, there was more to that statement. He also had Miss Robin with him. I'm no singer, but her voice sounded a little strange. Would a singer really take to the stage if their voice wasn't in top shape?
Yep. I still have friends that do that too. Actually, I am one of those friends, but you know, with like my really close friends.
Are you saying you
the people I knew
that
forever?
The family did not send the invite and is hiding something from us?
That's pretty funny. Usually with us, it's like we tend to bicker or play. I don't want to say like not mind games. It's not mind games. Yeah, we poke at each other pretty bad. I'd say my brother's the worst at it because it doesn't make any sense. My sister tends to, she likes to poke. She wants to, you know, find out where the button is. And I know where the button is for both of them, so it's really easy.
The fact that the family sent out
I
invites
watch.
to the other factions is already unusual.
And being the oldest,
Your
sometimes I
discovery
stoop down to
confirms
being
that
like the
there could
youngest,
be a
so
third party
it's fair.
involved. I take back what I said. This event is becoming more interesting with each passing second.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell the others?
Because they deserve a break.
We shouldn't interfere if this is just an internal affair of Penacony or the family.
And now they can hear you.
But you said so yourself. This could concern the Trailblaze.
Well, I did. Which is why, before we set off, I told March 7th and Don Hung about this.
Yeah, but my character, who's smiling like a dummy, doesn't know anything.
So I was the only one kept in the dark then?
No, me.
That's because you were zonked out the whole ride. No one had the chance to tell you.
Oh, that's true.
Who sent the invite? What is the purpose of gathering all of the factions into Penacony? And why does the family choose to remain silent about their knowledge of this? There are too many unanswered questions. We must use the utmost caution before we go deeper.
Okay, wait, but when they're traveling in the star... on the train, they have to stay seated when they do the jumps. When did they have this whole conversation?
Right now, let's just focus on the
I guess my character was really out, like, during the whole time. Hold on.
While enjoying
This is their thing.
Vacation. Penacony is, after all, a famed resort
every time
of
all
the
five of
cosmos.
us are together, the two oldest and the second youngest are...
Even visit in their lifetime.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, yeah. Except, I guess the thing is that with us, because of the big span of time, it's like there's two younger ones and then me. So I got like double trouble. And then, so in order to deal with it, I kind of just basically matched the youngest. So yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's great. No, I feel really bad for the middle one.
Head back to your rooms, get some rest, and prepare to enter the dreamscape. It's time to head back to my room.
You have to do it laying down. You can't be in the
I should probably
bathtub.
talk to the rest.
The energy. I can't have it. Yeah, that's exactly me too. It's like a prerequisite.
What's wrong?
I come from a family, basically, people with ADHD. I think my brother might have escaped it.
Something on your mind?
I think. But I definitely have it. My mom definitely has it. I'm pretty sure my dad too. My sister for sure. So sometimes it can be an entire mess with all of us. Maybe that's what happens, you know? My brother's kind of like, I don't know you guys. It's so full of people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Proper description right there. And my mom's got definitely has the OCD, the ADHD. I might be... No, I don't think so. I'm definitely ADHD. My sister might be borderline autistic, but like really like high functioning if that's the case. There's something there. Yeah, I mean all those things run together too, right? So, I mean now they're trying to argue that with the with the being what's the word I'm looking for? I had a migraine today, so of course like it's like certain things don't always work, but essentially like mentally divergent. It's not the right word. Our brains are built differently. We're prone to pretty much all of the three big things, right? So the ADHD, the autism, and the OCD. Because there's now arguments that ADHD is a form of autism, but I'm not so sure on that one. But also because our definitions are changing so much. We still don't know enough about it. Being somebody who study people, but ancient people. But I understand where the ADHD is actually pretty amazing and kind of cool. But it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit with how we do things right now. So it's interesting. I'm having a great time watching things develop because they're now learning that a lot more people have this.
One can't discuss the planet of festivities without mentioning the watchmaker. Penacony's household name and figure.
I'm still learning about it because I
fame,
got
status.
diagnosed
He built everyone's future
2 years ago with ADHD. But my parents are from that generation of being afraid of it. And of being afraid of the diagnosis and the medication. So everybody in the family, it was hidden. And I think that's where my mom's OCD came from, partly too. Is from having to hide things and being afraid. So it's interesting to see the change from it being stereotyped so negatively to now being accepted and more openly studied. I think is really kind of cool. As my family is the worst off. Legally blind. Yeah. That is not uncommon, but might do with genetics. Because, what was it? There was a study that they did, and they're finding it's connected to the Y chromosome, and it's degrading slowly over time, which is not a good thing either way. But it's interesting. It's really interesting, because that's one of the things. It doesn't mean there's anything, like, super... I want to be like, it's not a you problem. For us, it's actually the other way around. So the guys are actually more healthy in some ways, and the girls tend to be very prone to autoimmune issues. So, like, it seems more prevalent on the girls' side to have things like celiac, thyroid conditions, and that kind of thing. So we're actually like the opposite, in a sense. Although, I got lucky because I at least have okay teeth compared to my parents. But it's interesting. It's neat how that kind of, like, can flip. It's neat. I find those things interesting.
But the veracity of these stories remains untraceable. Many have their own opinions on the Watchmaker's origin and past, and there are even some who suspect he's a conceptual construct of the family.
I just hope that it doesn't get really bad for you, though, because that's the other thing is, I know with eyes, I mean, I'm wearing glasses. I'm technically blind in one eye, but that's because of something else. So I kind of understand. I mostly only see out of this side. That's why sometimes I'm tilting my head a certain way.
For now,
So trying to explain to people that I can see one side of my nose.
His legacy...
Always. And they're like,
It
what?
sounds more like a marketing hook to drum up more traffic, if nothing else. An IPC ambassador who knows more than he lets on. A silver-tongued businessman. A flamboyant and debonair aristocrat. He could be all of them. My instincts tell me he's much more than meets the eye. Before the dust settles, we should maintain amicable relations with all camps, while keeping our guards up.
They're all scourge barn doubles. Oh, okay. Oh. It kind of reminds me of what my uncle has. His glasses are so heavy that, like, they had to get, like, special frames because they were so thick. Because his eyesight's going that way. I have, what, astigmatism in both eyes. Was born with, like, a super lazy eye, like, to the point where they had to do surgery. That's actually why I'm technically blind in one eye, because the muscle in one eye kind of got overtired, and so it kind of just, it's still lazy, but like it's permanently lazy. So they gave me glasses. Why I have glasses, because it still helps every once in a while to pull my vision forward. And so sometimes I have this weird moment of clarity. I'll make a weird face too when it happens, where all of a sudden I see like everybody else. But to me, the world isn't... It's like when you go to the movie theater and you watch a movie with 3D glasses, and like there's those 3D effects. I actually never see them. I will never see a 3D effect. I think there's only like one time, and it was like a glitch in the Matrix or something for me, because I literally like lost my mind. Because I'd never seen like that before in my life. It's interesting because trying to explain to people my world is like almost 2D in a sense. Like that's how I see it. Which is why I was really good at art. Always moving, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I've seen people with that. For me, that doesn't I actually think I know someone else who's like that. Sometimes I look around like, oh, what are you looking at? But I'm always, you know, like, why did you do that? And then look, but I do that anyway, so everybody gets used to it. Even while I'm streaming, suddenly I'll just look off to the side because I saw movement. I have a cat, so sometimes I see my cat. But like, I'm instantly like zoned in to the whatever's going on. So for me, that never really bothered me. But I can see how like some people are like, huh? $500 for a pair. Ugh. Mine aren't cheap either, but it's because they had to put, what do you call it? See, this is a problem with migraines. My terms are gone. Bifocals, there we go. They had to put bifocals in because from school, reading my books, and then going to my computer, reading my books, looking at my computer screwed up my vision. A little bit. So, I don't know if it's ever going to go away. Probably not. But you can't see them, so I'm fine with it, whatever. Even if I needed it, like, 100% and looks absolutely like they're there.
The Dream Penacony.
We have technology. It's what helps us.
Individual dreamscapes.
That's why we invented it.
I've heard that the destinations vary for different people when they first enter the dream.
Cool. 12 different dreamscapes.
As for me, I look forward to the moment of scorch sand. Its wild winds, taverns, and festive choices have more of a nameless trailblaze vibe. The moment of morning dew is also a decent choice. I can use that chance to visit the family.
Yeah. Are you... You don't need to answer that, but... Are you, Which country are you in, I guess, is the question. I'm up here in Canada, so... I got the insurance covers some of my stuff. USA? Okay, so you probably have good insurance then. Yeah. Okay. So, like, us, we have... Well, my insurance is weird, but essentially because I'm a student. They don't cover all of it. They only cover some of it. So I would be paying maybe 25% of it out of pocket. But that's just because it's not covered by our healthcare. Which is really funny, actually, if you think about it. Because you think it would be. But it's up there with dentistry. It's also not covered by our amazing healthcare. Should be. I'm just glad that you have something that can cover it, though. That's the thing. Because that's expensive. And it sucks because you need it. It covers all surgery, all repairs, prescription, all doctor appointments. Oh, see? That's not bad. That's not bad. I know for us, it's... Like, as long as it's not elective, right? So, elective being like, you know, liposuction and all that stuff, unless it's absolutely necessary for your life and health overall. Everything else is covered. So, like, if I go to the doctor, it's all covered. If I have to have surgery, like my shoulder surgery that I had to have because I dislocated it and then had a big problem that basically was, like, causing me to lose the use of my arm. That was covered. All medication. Medication's complicated. Chunks of it are covered. So it's kind of funny because, like, you know, you look at the system that you have and it's like half of ours and ours is like that. Oh, I'm so sorry. A friend of mine has one too. I actually know 2 people with heart conditions. That's hard. You're up there with the
You must be exhausted from everything that's
expensive
happened so
medication, and I'm up there with the
Even if
expensive
you're
food with the
trailblazing, you
celiac.
mustn't forget to relax.
So I feel you. In a different way, but I feel you for that one. It can be scary. Where is March? She's always kind of funny, although I always feel like she's yelling at me. Where did you go? Am I blind? Oh, there's Yang. Of course he's getting a drink.
The decor in here is a little, loud for my taste. So this is how
Christina,
Astral
no.
High
I'm not sure I know what
Society
that
does
is.
things,
Hold
huh?
on. That's why I like computer. Okay, yeah, a friend of mine has that too. Okay. I had to look it up because I only talked with him a few times about it. It can be really scary. Oh, I'm glad that they're monitoring it though. Because they have to be, honestly, at this point. It's hard. I think that one's like the one. Is it like the older you get, the more you have to be more careful, I believe, right? This is loud? This room is loud to you, sir?
They say he's a historically important figure in Penacony, and tales of his life have been handed down over generations. Such tales encourage believers to come to the planet of festivities to pursue their dreams. He's an interesting fellow, that's for sure, and his legacy still has the power to draw people in. But how and why he's involved with that invite, and why his name popped up in the encrypted message allegedly sent by a nameless, I've got no leads for now.
I guess we're lucky today that medicine is a lot better than it used to be, though.
The family believes in the harmony, and their altruism is well known across the stars, a trait that is intimately tied to Penacony's stability and prosperity.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I think my friend had it, like, super bad. And did actually suffer from some failure, and so they ended up putting a pacemaker in. So I remember, because it just wasn't keeping up anymore. And it was a complication. And I remember I was working with him, I was working in retail. And I kept looking at him like, are you ticking? Like, what's going on? Because he never told me anything about it until I noticed. Because I normally won't, you know, there was no way to know. You wouldn't know. But it was really bothering me because I'd known him for like a few weeks at that point. And I was just like, okay, I have to ask this question. You tick like a clock. What's going on? Because you don't see a watch. And it was quite interesting, this story. But for him, it was super severe. But he's still around, so that's the thing, right? So he's doing okay. So they didn't have a very good. I want to say they didn't have a good prognosis at first, but even he said like things have changed a lot. But I'm glad it's mild. But always of course keep an eye on that, because you never know. Yeah. That's good. It does make you appreciate things better, too. That's for sure. He definitely told me about that. Yeah. And then, was it one of my friends? She's gonna have a kid soon. So she's concerned because, like, of course, you know, you have a degenerative condition. Even if it's mild, you're still concerned. But so far, so good. So we just, you know, we just keep hoping it skips. At least. For now. Maybe it's gone. Never know. Combination of different traits from different people. And, you know, make it easier. So that's my hope for them. Because, yeah. It's rough. I get it. It is rough.
But some factions have always been wary of the family, suspecting that their benevolence and eloquence belie an ulterior motive. So far, it seems to me that the family treats their guests with courtesy, so I don't think we need to worry about that for now.
Love the language they use in this game, because it's sometimes way out there for what you normally see. The word belie. That's awesome.
The Dream Penacony is divided into 12 moments. Personally, I'm interested in the moment of soul. It's a visual dreamscape steeped in Penacony's history and civilization.
Moment of soul. Interesting.
Penacony's Grand Museum, the Primal Waking Library, the Paperfold Academy.
Paperfold Academy?
That we chase.
Is this an academy where you learn to fold paper?
Past the guest room's dream pool is the real Penacony. Let's get ready to move out.
Where's March 7th? Has she returned to her room already?
Oh, see, I was looking for her, for sure. Oh, well. Yeah. No, I've got that too, and my ADHD meds. I actually am glad that they put me on them. I didn't know. I did not know I needed them. Oh, look, there's the dream nurse. Oh, a book! I grabbed that. Oh, look, a chest. I can hear these things from like a mile away.
I still got so much stuff to do at the office.
Is there one over there? I don't think so, but so it never hurts to look. I still remember taking my ADHD meds. I sounded like a crazy person. I was, it's like the same retail place I was working at. I went, talked to one of my managers who I knew really well, and I literally like ran in and was like, oh my god. She's like, what? And I just said like, look, there is a chest here. I was just like,
looks good.
It's like all the noises in my head are gone. And she kind of looked at me like I was nuts. But it's like, you know, it's like constantly something was going like blah, 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 blah in all the background. And I was like, it's quiet. I like it. Lex Pro. Oh, okay. I
Odd. Why is my room door open? He's...
No, don't worry about him right now. You wonder whether it's a scent of flowers or perfume. Do you get anything else? No. Okay. This is March's door. I wanted to see what March has to say.
I can't sleep from all the excitement, huh? I can't wait to experience the dream world.
I'm guessing that's a bed?
The moment of dusk, obviously. How can you not visit the shopping paradise when you're at the resort of all resorts? I'm all ready to fill my bags to the brim.
For me, that would be a nightmare. Unless there's nobody around, then I'd be okay with that.
After doing my shopping, I'll get all dolled up in an evening gown to attend Miss Robin's show at Penacony Grand Theater.
Yeah, not surprised.
You know, it's weird. Welt noticed it too, about how Miss Robin's voice sounded somewhat weary. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it was different than usual.
She sounded like a machine to me.
Could she be tired out from her cosmic concert tour? Insisting on performing under such circumstances. Miss Robin is a superstar among celebrities.
If I start making sounds where I sound echoey and beep boopy, like a machine, a robot, put me out of my misery. It's not me. That's not what tired me sounds like. Tired me sounds like nonsense.
Here I was thinking of some good old relaxation, but nope. This event is a wild ride. The various factions deciphering the riddle, a power struggle of past legacies. It feels like we're in a live-action detective saga.
Really bad. Okay. Better-ish. We all eat badly because with the way things are going, it's very expensive to eat better, period. I would say better-ish is a good definition of how we all eat. I eat fairly healthy. I have my moments. I could see, though, how, because, like, I had anxiety from, like, real things, but they put me on, I was on a bunch of things. In the end, I ended up with Vyvanse, which is better for me, because, the other stuff had stopped, literally, bleh, bleh, bleh. Words are stuck in my mouth. They were stopping me from sleeping, and that was a problem. But that's because of the ADHD. So with my ADHD meds, I have to take those in the morning, and then my anxiety meds at night, and it kind of balances out. Because my ADHD meds wake my brain up, because my brain is running all the time where it doesn't rest at all, generally, so it's like on overdrive. But because of the sort of backwards way that we work, we require stimulation to sort of calm it down. So that's what's been happening. So yeah, like that my anxiety medication helps lead me to that ability to sleep properly. Just didn't help that I had a screwed up sleep last night because of a stupid snowplow. That's what caused my migraine. But and probably the dry air around me because it's winter. But see, that's the thing, like, it's so important, that sleep, because and yeah, technically eating better too. Sleep, eating better, exercise all makes that so much easier. But sometimes, and this is like, because I know there's people out there who are like anti-medication for these things, sometimes you need that medication, because sometimes you need that extra help because it's a chemical thing too, right? So for me, it's a chemical thing as well, because your brain sometimes gets into the habit of producing the wrong chemicals. I'm also super, super prone to insomnia. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you were a little bit worse than me in some ways. I ended up developing panic disorder where I became afraid of my panic attacks. That's why I'm still medicated, because of I'm still sort of in a high stress situation, and so they don't want to try to like eventually wean me off and try to sort of use like cognitive behavioral therapy, which is like one of the key things that they could try. I suspect that they're just I had one doctor actually tell me, no, just stay where you are, you're so happy. Yes, but don't we all ever just want to get away from those demons? You know what I mean? Like, you want to get away from the anxiety, you want to get away from the knowledge that it's still there, I think, is the thing. I totally get it. And mine was caused by multiple factors, kind of some of them coalescing all at once, but basically it got so bad that I would walk out of the house and go for like a 4-hour walk. It didn't matter where I went. I just walked. Because I had so much like pent-up energy from the panic that I just had to walk away. And it started freaking people out because they didn't know where I went. And then I just disappear for hours on end. And it was disruptive to my life.
Witness classic scenarios like family feuds, tragic losses, worlds torn apart, espionage situations, rivers running red with blood, stuff like that. This is simply too thrilling.
What? Yeah, no kidding. That sounds scary.
Just kidding. How could that be possible?
So yeah, yep. You were a little bit worse than me, but yep. It's very common now too. Which is sad.
Welt and Himeko will have
Shouldn't
our backs
be.
if things go wrong. Let's just make the most of it all while we're here.
I'm glad you're doing better though. Okay, now let's go see what adventuring wants. Actually, no, let's go look around the corner, because maybe there's a chest here. Look at that!
Seems the older I get, the harder it is to fall asleep.
Not me anymore, apparently. You could, before I was on my, before they started treating my ADHD, you could put me in a lecture at the university, and I'd be out like a light. Yeah. I never had that. I just... My natural go-to when I run into a situation, which is a good thing in a way, is fight. So, like, not pick a fight, but, like, get through it. But when I started having problems with anxiety, my response ended up being flight, which was a reversal. So I would try to run or hide, or I even hide the fact that I was having these problems. Like, it was weird. I'll just say, like, it was very out of character. I'm a lot better now. A little bit more outspoken. Why is Mr. Adventuring in my room? It's kind of creepy.
How fortuitous. We meet again.
He's creepy. This is my room. What are you doing?
Calm down. I'm just here to soak in the festive vibe. This may be your room now, but half a system hour ago, it was still mine. A lucky
I hope you
lock
never go
number,
through that again,
a
though,
lucky
by the way.
Floor, a lucky room number. You have no idea how much I went through to book this precious space. And now I've given it to you. Treasure it well, friend.
Important questions are being asked.
Of course. What, you thought the family acted simply out of their own goodwill?
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Yeah. For me, it was...
Penacony's a true blue land of dreams.
When I had...
How many across the stars would spend half their lives
my first
just
job
to
was what
acquire
started
an
it.
admission ticket into the Reverie? Think about the type of people who can even afford to stay here. If it wasn't for my brilliant plan, you think the family would offend those bigwigs just to sate the paltry whims of an unsought guest such as yourself?
Ooh.
So sit down and let's have a chat. With everything said and done, I think I deserve at least this much, right?
Yeah.
Cutting to the chase. I like that.
I don't like that chuckle. It's really creepy. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I always stood up for myself and the kids that unfortunately were bullied a lot, but I was bullied later. That was the thing for me. It's funny because, well, I shouldn't say that. I was bullied as a kid too, but when you're bullied as a kid, it's a lot different when you get bullied as an adult. Kids can do damage, but adults can do real damage. But I would say, like, that story, I've heard many guys tell me that same thing, that kind of situation comes up. It's just unfortunate. And I will admit, even myself, I have been subjected to some of that. And it sucks. And, they say that it's better now, but I don't think so. It's different, that's all. Sneakier.
Simply put, my friend, I need your help. You may or may not know this, but Penacony's far murkier than it seems. The family's eyes are everywhere, but you get the drift. My goal is simple. Help the IPC retrieve some things that belong to them in the first place. If you agree, when this is done, you will stand to reap great rewards, as well as the preservation's protection.
I don't know how I feel about his idea. He's still super creepy.
It's clear you're not just one of the crowd. You possess a distinct quality, so magnetic that it could sway the outcome of any game. That power, you really don't wish to use it. Or, you don't want to be rid of it. Why not use it to etch your name across the stars?
Yeah, yeah.
The
Kinda was for me too, but in a weird, different way.
Is right
obviously not a skin color thing, but nationality was I'm not saying obviously, but you know what I mean. Coming from one end to another from other people, but I I got picked on because of stupid Heritage Day. And that started it all. I hated that. I hated that day every time it came up. And there's always like a handful of kids that just don't have a good grasp of history. And really not great parents. Yeah, I get that. I felt for every other kid that went through it too.
Miss Stellaron, have I hit the nail on the head?
I was waiting for you to say that. I was going to say the power. You told Miss Stellaron. I don't know why people can't just leave people alone. Yeah, how did you know? I want to know.
I know now.
Really? That's not true. Don't gaslight me, Mr. Adventurine.
You don't have to answer me now. Sit on it for a while. When the time is right, I will look for you again. Of course, you can confer with your colleagues as well, or go as far as to use me in turn. I welcome that notion, because it will also show me your true value. I don't do deals where I'm on the losing end, so I hope that friends don't let me down.
An all-black school. I see you got it that way. It goes both ways. I say that every time. Oh, yeah. That's scary. I mean, it's scary anyways, but that's scary. We had one kid that had some home issues that was throwing stuff around. I remember that feeling of being scared when suddenly the furniture's flying around your head and you're a kid and it's another kid doing it. It's even worse when they get older. For me, it was like coming from, I was like, I'm half of one thing, half of another. I'm half Canadian, because I'm going to say Canadian because like it's several generations, and half German, and I got that treatment for that half, and it was not fun. Every day. It was so bad at one point. This is right before they started doing a lot of like the anti-bullying stuff. They actually took me in for anger management. I was like, I'm not even the angry kid. I'm just the victim. I'm like, I don't understand why I'm in this class. Like a special class that they dragged me out of class for to make sure that I don't get angry and do bad things. Honestly, I kept going for the cookies. But that's because back then, the anxiety from all that didn't really affect me in the same way as it does now. As a kid, it would bounce off me a lot better. As an adult, though, I learned the hard way that kids can harm your feelings. They can create anxiety of one kind. Adults, when they bully you, can ruin your whole life entirely in a single instant, and it's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Very well.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna say, like, I've had this problem for years, but only because I think there's a sign that says on my forehead that says, "Come get me." I've got better now. I'm going back to, like, what I used to be like, which is good.
Before I go,
a lot more outspoken.
Let's play another game.
Uh-oh.
A simple game, too. Get to know each other better. You just have to guess which hand the chip is hiding in. It'll help you get a better grasp on my personality. And the way I do things.
Yeah, I don't like that. A ding, a chip is tossed in the air.
Left or right? Get ready. I'm about to reveal the answer. No?
Right. No, left. I'm gonna say left.
Oh, but that's fine, because...
everybody would pick right. I just said left.
Friend. The game has already begun. Allow me to make you an offer. One you can't refuse.
Why are you walking
No reason to
towards
choose
me?
otherwise. And no other choice.
Hello there.
Huh?
Hey,
What
Karan.
are you doing in my room?
Your room?
I like Karan, actually. She's kind of cool.
Well played, friend. You haven't been in Penacony long, but you already know how to rope people into your cause.
Yeah, he seemed kind of creepy. I tried to get the principal involved, but he didn't do anything. Yeah. And that was a failing of that time. And it was very real. I hate when the music just suddenly ends. It's like, hello? That's exactly it. Because they didn't really, yeah, they didn't do anything either for the other. I actually was the kid that stood up for all the other kids. I got a lot of extra stuff, but I got a lot of extra beatings growing up on top of my own. They never did anything. A, B, C, D, E, F gummy bears are chasing me. Goblin, did you get into stuff again? Oh my god. That's a crazy poem. Slash line.
Oh,
I don't know if it's from anything, but...
That was a mere reminder. This place runs deep with plenty of unsavory characters. Don't forget to stay on your toes. Like, keeping your door closed.
Keeping your door closed. You don't need it.
I'll make
You're
my
fine.
exit
Just
now.
keep thinking of things like that.
Have a
You'll
pleasant
be good.
stay.
How are you doing, Goblin? Adventuring just got creepy as all heck, though.
Why haven't you left?
This is my
This
room?
is my room.
No, it's my room. Half insane. What's... like... good stuff, bad stuff, Goblin.
I was just teasing. Please forgive me. This is indeed your room. I saw that man snooping about while I was in the hallway. Didn't seem like he was searching for his own room, so it made me wary.
Why is your text red?
I later saw you walking into the same room, so I began to connect the dots. The situation got a bit tense. I hope you don't mind that I pulled this stunt.
How do you light a toilet on fire? Please, someone explain that one. And that kid should be in chemistry class if that's the case. What? I'm thinking of what's even involved. I'm out of everything. Ew. That doesn't sound very good. I'm not an expert on vapes, so... Darn. You're gonna need to... You need to find something for when you are sober there, Goblin. Yeah, that's not good. Don't use it.
Anyway, as long as you're all right.
That usually means there's something wrong.
But before I go, can I ask you a question? You may think it somewhat strange, perhaps even rude. But I wish to know, have we met somewhere before? This may sound embarrassing because I would sometimes forget stuff I really shouldn't have from past experiences. It's just a habit of mine. Don't mind me.
Yeah, no kidding. That is crazy.
This is your name, isn't it? Pleased to meet you. You forget. That man mentioned it before he left. My memory's not very good, but it's not so bad that I can't remember details from just minutes ago.
Yeah, she has good short-term memory, bad long-term memory.
Galaxy Ranger Acheron. This is what they call me. You can call me whatever you want.
Why is it red?
We will likely meet again.
Probably.
Lastly, a gentle reminder. There are people who possess unwavering resolution and faith, even unto death. And they do not wield such conviction for good.
Like, did they get something like St. Elmo's Fire or something? Like, you know?
Similar.
Or, what's the other one? Greek Fire? Maybe that's what happened. They made something out of that. Certain chemicals. It's not impossible, but, maybe those kids really should have gone to chemistry class. They'd actually be put to good use in the future. Instead of blowing up toilets. And the wife comes home from her friends tonight. Oh, I hope so. At least then you have somebody to just sort of hang out with. That'll help a bit, Goblin. Yeah, I didn't feel like adventuring intended to do anything good.
One who wears a blade must use it to cut, eventually. And when a gambler has nothing to lose on the table, he will surely go for broke and bet it all on a final hand. That is all I can say.
That is fair.
I thought you should know all this before making a choice.
Oh, I really like that sleeve. That's so cool. Goodbye.
Acheron left. Strange. I can't shake off this odd feeling I have. Forget it. It's taken a while, but at least I can finally enter the dream.
Just checking on my cat. She's passed out at the door. Why are you back? I want to be there now. Maybe loaded. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunately. I'm glad you're out of there, because that's true. That's sad. That should never happen.
Sorry, can you point me in the direction of the lobby? All these hallways really look the same to me.
That way.
Seems like it's over. Time to work the dream pool according to the Dreamscape Pass's instructions.
Oh, okay. Oh, I have... See that. I have a new sticker.
Welcome to Penacony, honored guest.
What is just a weird TV? Yeah.
Will of preservation.
Whoops. Playing Genshin. Still not getting enough. Okay, I have enough of that now. I just don't have enough of that yet. I have to go get more. I have to go farming.
Please step into the dream pool and let go of the sorrows and worries of life.
Shall we do a little dream? Let's see what happens when we go into the dream pool a little bit. The sweet voice of a female singer coming from all around the room. Ooh. Fragrance permeating the air. Together, those two elements envelop you in their embrace. The scent is sweet, profound, and luxurious. Oh. Reminiscent of ripened fruits and a distant ocean painted by the hues of a setting sun. Wow. Great. So you turns the contrast all the way up. 3 different high schools, completely different experience. How many did I actually went to 3 different ones too. Because I did a different high school each year until the last one. Then I did 2 years there. And actually didn't like the last one. You're just like, it's okay. Mine's been bugging me too. Today, numbers was fun. My last high school sucked. I was bored. The students there were not very smart. Aren't you supposed to be sitting up, not lying down? Oh wait, no, you're supposed to be lying down, not sitting up. Duh. So it is a pool. So you curl your body lying down in the center of the dream pool. The icy liquid rises above your waist. That sounds creepy. The gentle female voice continues to whisper in your ear, accompanied by the tolling of evening bells. That's interesting. The wild wind, randomly out of nowhere, rustles through the barren plains. I thought we were by an ocean. While nightingales, seagulls, okay, swans, and ravens add their... Trying to imagine what that sounds like. To me, that just sounds like noise. Interesting. Pendulum swings. You wonder what dream you will delve into and slowly drift into drowsiness. Dun dun dun. Oh, cutscene.
Please relax. Feel the ebb and flow of your body.
She could totally drown in this.
Just focus on breathing and imagine you're in paradise. Imagine a dreamland.
Ooh, that's sad. I mean, Magic the Gathering is fun. The second half of that was not fun. Hey!
What is it, Ratio?
why the long face?
I like Ratio.
Hey, I just realized. Where's that handsome bust of yours?
He's so mean.
You're late. By 4 minutes and 16 seconds. You better have solved the mystery of Akavili's fall. Otherwise, I suggest not tangling with the nameless.
You mean you don't
Be
believe
meaner.
me when I say I truly wish to befriend them?
No.
Clamorous people do not make friends. Fun fact, the Atini Peacock boasts one of the universe's more jarring songs, and your choice of attire is somewhat peacock-esque.
That was mean.
It seems this peacock is short of a feather or two. The family's been rummaging through your things, haven't they?
No, he gave a coin toss.
Yeah, by that gray-suited fellow. All the cash gifts and the box containing the cornerstones. Huh? Where are you going?
You deserve this.
Back home. To tell the corporation that some idiot ruined everything.
The thing that scared me the most was my grade 8s. Yeah, no kidding. Holy crap, that scared me to death too. That's ridiculous.
Nothing more than a few rocks. Why so serious?
Hey, nothing like that happened to in any of my schools. I think the worst that we had was there was a bear on our path to school once. We were pretty good. Able to craft a no hesitation. What's a no hesitation? I can... Oh, it's a gun. Okay, hold on. It's a gun in Destiny. Found it can roll subsistence and... Ooh. That would be mean.
Without that aventurine stone, you're nothing more than a doomed Sigonian thrall, sentenced to die by the IPC.
Wow.
Or is that serial number on your neck a cherished memento from the Amber Lord?
Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, you did, unfortunately. I can see that. Oh, yeah. I remember that gun. Yeah, that thing annoyed me. Because I kept healing everybody and because I kept missing. I like to shoot my companions. That's my problem in the game. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying that. I can say the Canadian schools are way safer, by the way. Well, somewhat. I've noticed that there's a lot of people I know in the States who live in the middle of nowhere and they're happy about it. I think you guys are smart. I do not live in the middle of nowhere, but I want to sometimes, which is really weird because it's not what I said when I was younger. Nothing. This was mean what he said to him.
You're funny, I'll give you that. It appears our erudite friend has done his homework.
It's my job. How would a gambler wrest Penacony back from the IPC otherwise?
Ooh.
Don't worry, Doctor. I have my ways. The family fears interference from the IPC, hence their constant intervention. Or to play devil's advocate, perhaps Penacony might have always been a ruse under the guise of the Harmony. If you ask me, that invite is nothing but a self-planted diversion. A red herring. Or maybe they're thinking of pulling off something big during the Charmony Festival.
This is such a weird thing.
Or someone else made the invite, and they acquiesced to elevating the magnitude of the plan. Well, regardless, be it the family or the Watchmaker's legacy,
I'll have to try that out.
as long as they're all useful to me.
Get to the point. What's your plan?
I like infinite fun.
Well, no need to expand on
At least
that.
infinite fun in Destiny.
It's not
No
yet
problem,
time
I'm
to
just-
reveal my trump card.
It's not too nice to people, it's knowing where the boundaries are and when to put them down. And when to be assertive. That's what it is. We're not really taught that is the problem, because we're kind of taught to kind of be a carpet. Because if people tell you what to do, you're going to be listening more to them to do what you're being told. An assertive person won't do as they're told. And so that's one of the hard parts is people who have a really, hard time saying no and are just too nice. We're just people who need to learn that. It took me a while to figure it out too. It really came to a head in university because that's when I learned. I learned a little later than I should have, but once I learned, things got a lot better. I'm guessing you figured it out too then.
Damned gambler. Any true collaboration demands trust. Did that notion
His
somehow
mouth is not
escape
moving.
your Sigonian upbringing?
That's weird. He's
Man,
talking through his brain.
Do you trust me?
Losing a little comfort, a few friends. Exactly. Yeah. I
That
lost a
depends on
lot of
you.
well, so-called friends.
So you don't trust me either.
Ended up alone
Now,
for
that
a
was
while
easy,
there,
wasn't
like
it?
no friends, nothing.
Also, I didn't go to school, and my parents didn't teach me any of that.
I didn't go to school. My parents didn't
They
teach me any of
left
that.
before they could
Wow.
impart any life lessons.
So is that why you're a little jerk? That's why Adventuring is a jerk. He has parent problems and didn't go to school.
I did not mean to offend.
Yes, you did.
I'm not offended. But they did teach me that friends are weapons of the Abgens. Even under the watchful eye of the Harmony, we need as many friends as we can get.
Interesting. Mostly yours and friends. Yep, I have one super close friend. Well, that's in my city. I've got another one that's outside, and a couple really good ones now. It took time.
Let's see.
The idea that adults should not
Garden
have
of
friends, or
Recollection
are going to be
Astral
alone.
Express have
No,
already made
just takes us harder to
The
find them.
Annihilation Gang, I can't really count.
Those of us who look for meaningful friendships, I
The
should
Knights of
say.
Beauty haven't given their answer. And as for the bunch at the tavern,
I'd already made contact. Okay, the Annihilation Gang. Nope. Knights of Beauty.
speaking of which, I ran into a woman just now who introduced herself as a Galaxy Ranger. The whole conversation felt off. Help me look into her. Huh?
I knew he left. That's normal too. Yeah, that's sometimes. Well, I mean, your wife
You don't really
should be your
disdain me
best
that
friend
much,
anyway.
do you? Well, seems like I'm on my own again.
Because I mean that's the best way to get along. But I'd say like out of my hey, there's a chest in his room. Out of my friends, I'm one of the more outgoing ones. One of my other friends might be more outgoing, but I think that's just more experience and time. And
So this is the dreamscape?
Traitor! She should be a hunter. I'm kidding. It kind of looks the same to me.
The atmosphere here creeps me out, and what was that weird noise just now?
Bubbles? Hey, look. Why is stuff floating? It's weird. Oh. Because we've been here before.
The Dreamscape Hotel. Under construction. Please receive instructions from the service and enter through the designated.
Please receive instructions from the host service. Sorry, I'm childish. Way more fitting of a Titan. What, smash first, ask questions later? In a Titan way, not, you know, as an adult. I realize that. That could be wrong.
Note?
The impossible can also happen in dreams. True. Find it and then you shall be granted an audience. Ooh. Find the impossible in a dream.
This way. Can you see me? Over here. Please, come this way.
Why
I thought
is
I heard a familiar voice.
Misha?
Is it coming from the painting?
Creepy.
Ah, you're here.
Ask questions never. I mean, that's how I play.
I thought you wouldn't notice me.
I don't think so. You're very loud.
Welcome to the Gallery of Thoughts. You can think of this as the entrance to the Golden Hour. I'm here to provide guidance to our guests. Huh? You remember me? I'm so glad. This is a temporary interchange, so it looks a little rundown. The Reverie in the Dreamscape is currently undergoing a revamp.
Chill temper, I could deal with a lot, and my friend. Yeah, it's fair. Well, it depends. Do they deserve it?
I apologize for any unpleasantness in your stay. But
I know that
if you
description.
enter
I've been
Golden
accused
Hour,
of that
I'm sure
description.
all your troubles will dissipate in an instant.
That's funny. Did they deserve it, though? You would think that she would do that, but, you know, when she does get upset, do they deserve it?
Oh, you're asking about the Reverie in the Dreamscape, right? I'm not sure exactly either. I'm sorry.
Like, I feel like I'm in Alice's Wonderland here because, like, that table is just screwed up.
You've perhaps read about it in your Dreamscape past, but I can explain it one more time. Golden Hour is one of the 12 dreamscapes in Penacony, and its time coincides with midnight. Here, the dream's time
Spirit
is forever
of the Bear
stuck in
and
the
Spirit
moment
of
before
Scars.
midnight. Tomorrow will not come, and this night of revelry will never end.
You don't sound like you play support, Goblin.
But that doesn't mean that time is stopped in the dream. To avoid any physical or mental burden on guests, time in the dream has been synced with realities. So don't worry.
You sound more offensive in your playstyle.
Note? Did you find it in the room? It wasn't trash left behind by the previous guest, was it?
What kind of note do you think it was?
It was my mistake. I failed to tidy up properly and caused an inconvenience for you. I'm truly sorry.
Well, I hope this kid doesn't do anything because of that.
You just go right through that door to reach Golden Hour. I wish you an unforgettable dream.
Uh-huh. Like that table just has seen days or is trying to walk away. These lamps are so weird.
Behind this door is the real Penacony. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh. I try to deal as much damage. Yep. No, Goblin, you're right. That's exactly what I think you do. Ouch. Are you gonna land? Nope. Ow!
What's that? What happened?
What?
People don't give a crap. Yeah, I'm guessing she knew how to do that.
Are you alright?
And I had an entrance.
Well, you are in the dreamscape after all.
That was a fall and a half.
Seems like our guest here hasn't gotten used to the transition. Fret not. Feeling a sense of weightlessness is normal for new visitors. Robin, please guide our friend in getting more comfortable with the new environment.
Leave it to me.
Interesting. There's a vortex that's emerging from her eyes? And become attuned to serene fusion of frequencies. That seems suspicious.
Just relax. You'll be feeling like your normal self in no time.
She was a sporting person. And you were the nerd. I don't know what to say about me. I grew up as both. I was the nerd that could play sports. That made it harder. To play support. Okay. Oh, spirit of... Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay, I got 7 Seraph Saw machine gun. Ooh! Oh, that sounds amazing.
Inhale. Now exhale.
She's chanting that. Gentle warmth emanates, oh boy, from within, saturating every inch of your being. Uh-huh. Your melodies slow down. I have melodies now? Fade away like a lullaby. Oh. A 7-colored illusion delicately caresses the top of your head and closes your... What? Now this is like the acid trip. Its movements tender and compassionate? Alright. You feel contentment and drift into a deep slumber. I feel like I just got drugged by a eyeball whirlpool vortex thing. You'd be there playing chess. Okay, so you were playing mind sports and she was playing physical sports. Yeah. I mean, people take chess really seriously now. They made this even brighter than the game itself, which is actually kind of impressive.
You should be feeling fully in control now. Welcome to Penacony. I merely changed your state of mind for you to feel more at ease.
I don't know if I like the idea of somebody being able to change my state of mind.
Relax. Just did some tuning on you with the resonance of the harmony to allow you to control your limbs freely in the dreamscape.
Since you started? I'm not good at it. That's just one of the particular games I'm just not good at, which is really funny. I'm too predictable. That's my problem. I don't think as far... I'm too spontaneous. When I play these games, it becomes more obvious, especially when I play Genshin. You kind of see that.
The dream of Penacony is a world formed by Memoria. Only by fully understanding its nature
some rewind wounds
freely within it.
An onslaught. Like that rewind rounds. Rewind rounds. In the dream of Penacony is a world formed by Memoria. Okay. Understanding its nature, can you move freely? Okay. Yeah, well, I'm just like reading the text. It's like ridiculous.
It's easy to sink at first when you aren't accustomed to the water. But once you get the hang of it, you can float and swim on the surface effortlessly.
I get it, because it's like the harmony, right? So they're talking about like melodies inside you, and then there's this kaleidoscopic thing that appears over your head. That was weird.
Thanks for the compliment. In fact, we don't really have an in-depth understanding of the Memoria.
So why are you using it? That's a bad idea.
Unless you're one of the memo keepers of the Garden of Recollection.
Oh, I see, okay.
It can be difficult at first to manipulate the Memoria as you wish. But once you've been tuned by the Harmony, you can use the same laws of physics from the real world to understand how the dream world works.
So I guess that means no flying?
Oh, oops. I've fallen into my professional habits again. I just can't seem to shake off this urge to be a know-it-all.
Probably because you probably know more than you know.
Don't mind him. He's always like that. Please, enjoy the beautiful dreamscape the family has built for everyone. We shall take our leave. Have a blast!
Yeah, I'm there now. Yay. Alright, she's going shopping. It's weirder. Wait, it's getting weirder? Can you please check it out for me? Wait, what? You're at the golden hour. Sales store is there. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Alright.
The Dreamscape sales store.
Let's take a look at this quickly.
Should I visit it? This place is bustling. There are so many people living in the Dreamscape.
Oh, there's a kid with a mustache. I found one of those in Genshin, so now we're on the lookout for them in this game, too. I only see them usually in Genshin until now. There's a new page. Big Spender? What stands before you is a golden hour, Penacony's pulsating heart. Tell me, what are your first impressions of this city? The air stinks of capital. Kinda does. Yeah, hard to describe. Define what a city makes you feel. Oh, no? I do remember to keep... So this is like stickers. Sure. So I can like put this sticker anywhere in here. I don't understand what I'm doing with it right now, but okay. Cool. No more stickers, right? No. Wait, what? Maybe take this sticker. I'll just put that there for now. Anything else? I didn't do anything in here yet. These are all for later. Yeah, I didn't catch up to any of that. And I don't think I have any materials. Oh, wait. Ooh. I want to bring up some other characters too, though. Do I have anything else? I have so many characters. So many. You're talking too much about being a Titan. / hunter. What was that material? No, I would like to take a look at it. Oh, we can actually get away with this. What was this one? Ooh. Okay, so 7%. I'd like to increase his basic attack. If I can do that, then that's fine. Alright. Well, I think that is the end of it for now. Yes, the trip starts at Paper Folding Academy, where you learn how to fold paper. Just so you know, I think it's like you can only fold paper 16 ways, I believe it was, successfully. Random information that gets stored in my brain. Or was it 23? It was either 16 or 23. For some reason, 23 is also in my head, but I'm not sure if that's really what that was. Alright, guys. Oh, my cat has come to tell me it's time for bed. So, she's telling me to go to bed. So, I'm going to stop the stream here today. I'm not sure what I'm playing tomorrow, because we were playing quite a few games already. I think you can 16 times with your hands. Okay, so then that's what it is. I think it's 23 with machine. I think was what it was. Used to do origami as a kid. As an adult, I finally figured it out. As a kid, it was just a constant frustration. Never follow the instructions, though, I think. It could be... We might play... It could be Phasmophobia. Maybe Monster Hunter World. Or... No, it might be No Man's Sky as well. So we'll have some fun with some other games as well. I try to play a variety. And then I'll continue with Penacony a little bit later. Probably during the week. Alright. Thank you guys. It was a lot of fun. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for chatting and for watching. And everybody have a good night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, guys.